Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do a haul, a collective haul, because I'm on a no-buy for this month of August, but I've received some things in PR, which is amazing, and I can't wait to share that stuff with you guys. And I also ordered a bunch of things at the end of July that were kind of trickling in August. And during my no-buy August video, I mentioned that I would probably be doing one more haul video, and this is it. So if you're interested in seeing what I purchased at Ulta towards the end of the Nordstrom anniversary sale and some things I got in PR, then just keep on watching. So let's start with the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I felt like this sale was going on for so long. Every time I logged into Nordstrom, I was like, God, this anniversary sale is still going on. I mean, I think it's great. It gives everyone the opportunity to kind of get what they want and shop again. But by the end, I was really like, okay, this needs to end. So I picked up a few more things. I'm just going to show you the beauty related stuff. I purchased like a couple tops and really nothing of note. But I did pick up this simple human mirror, which you guys recommended to me. It is really a fantastic mirror. It is impressive, to say the least. It's height adjustable, so you can like lift the mirror and push it back down. It is sensor, so as soon as you get close to it, the ring light around here lights up. It has this black bar on the back here. It's like 1/4 of the back of this mirror here, and when you run your finger along there, you basically can change the dimmer of the mirror. So you can change the brightness with that. And there is a power button on the bottom. So if you don't want the sensor to go on and off, if you want to just control it with this button, you can do so. What else? It's also rechargeable. So it does last, I'm trying to think, August. I want to say it lasted for us about three and a half weeks on one charge. We always have it on the highest brightness too. So I think if you had it on a lower, a dimmer kind of setting, it would probably last a lot longer. And then there's like a 5 times magnification with this mirror. So I keep it in the bathroom. My husband uses it a lot to shave, and I use it to kind of like pluck my eyebrows and basically pick up my skin. I tried using this for makeup application, and because of the magnification, it doesn't really work for me. I have to get too close to the mirror, and then I'm only seeing like one part of my face. And generally when I'm doing makeup, I need a little bit of like perspective. You know, when I do eyeliner, sure, I want to get up in there, but I need to kind of like step back almost immediately and look at what's going on, and I can't really do that with this mirror. So this stays in the bathroom. I do love it. It is great for any kind of like detail work. So I also picked up the Diptyque little 5 candle votive set. This was $55 and it's like a $75 value. And here are the 5 candles that come inside this set. So we have the Bay or the Bays, which smells like black currant. We have Feu de Bois, which smells like a wood-burning fireplace. Figure, which is fig, tuberose, and rose. And they're just lovely. I picked up the set last year, did not regret it at all. Was really looking forward to getting it again this year. So glad they had it. And I'm even thinking I should have picked up 2, but I just got this one. And it should last me a while. Those Votives last quite a bit. So I'm excited to have that. And I also picked up the Guerlain Terracotta bronzing and blush powder. So it comes in this tin, which is really beautiful. It lifts up this lid, and then there is a mirror on the inside. Doesn't this look like shoe polish to you? When I got this, I was like, this looks like kiwi shoe polish, or what I used to use. But anyway, I digress. But here is the powder on the inside. So we have a bronze, and then we have blush over here. The gold that you see is overspray, so with one swipe of the finger it pretty much goes away. But let me go ahead and swatch these for you. I'm going to try and avoid the gold here so you can get a truer sense of the bronze and the blush. Oops, the blush, I got some gold in there, but here is the bronze and here is the blush. I find the powders to be fairly subtle. They look pretty bold in the pan, but they're very nice, and they have that Guerlain terracotta smell, so I love it. It's just great. It just reminds me of the beach. So I picked that up also from the Nordstrom sale. There is one other thing that I got, and I picked up the Nest set of 2 Reed diffusers, Grapefruit and Bamboo. And I've already opened them up and I'm using them. So let me just grab one so I can show you what it looks like. So I'm generally a candle person, but ever since we got our puppy, our house has been smelling a little doggy, and you can't really leave candles lit all the time. I'm a little bit paranoid about that. I'm also a little bit like careless, so I'll light a candle and kind of forget that it's lit. And I've left the house and come back and been like, oh my God. So I thought these were a better idea for me because there's no open flame involved. So basically what you get is this bottle. It comes capped with this like little cork cap, and then these reed sticks you just kind of stick in. So you open it up, you stick in the reeds, and it just diffuses the scent slowly. I'm holding up Grapefruit right now. It's funny because when you get up close to it, you can smell the citrus in it, but when it's in the room, my room actually smells very peachy. So I don't mind a peach scent, so I don't really mind it. But if you're looking for something really, really like fresh and crisp and citrusy, this isn't it. It's much more sweet than I was expecting. And the Bamboo is actually very, very floral smelling to me, and that it looks very, very similar. So yeah, I'm excited to be trying out like different forms of home fragrance. I've always stuck with candles, but like I said, it's a little bit dangerous in my hands. So I'm glad to be trying these out. I like how it just, you know, kind of gives your home a nice fragrance, and I don't really have to like worry about it. I just set it out and I just leave it. And then the last thing I picked up, I actually picked this up for a giveaway. So I can't believe it. I'm kind of close approaching to 20,000 subscribers. I really can't believe it. I just think it's amazing. I just want to thank you guys. But anyway, I'm starting to compile some products to put into a giveaway once I reach 20,000. And I was able to pick up the Tom Ford Iris Bronze set. I'm so excited to be able to be giving this away to you guys because I really like the quad in here, the Iris Bronze quad. And then it also comes with 2 lipsticks. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, but I don't really want to open it too much since it's going to be a giveaway. But it's beautiful, and I know this sold out really, really quickly. So I'm excited that I got my hands on this. All right, so I think that's all I got at the Nordstrom anniversary sale. Let's move on to what I got at Ulta. So I picked up a bunch of stuff at Ulta, and I was planning a video using these new products. It was going to be a collab with Risa Does Makeup. We were going to do a get ready with me using new products that we had just purchased. And I went over to her house. We filmed the whole thing. And then when she went to edit it, she realized we had a fan too close to the microphone. So the microphone basically only picked up the fan, and it was just way too distracting. And it was a pretty long video. So she was like, we need to scrap it. And I felt so bad. But it was fun hanging out with her anyway and just like talking about makeup. So let me just show you what I got and see if you guys would want a like get ready with me using this stuff. So I purchased the Smashbox Ablaze face palette, and I love the Cali Contour face palette so much that I thought I needed to get this as well. And I think this is supposed to kind of go along with their Ablaze Cover Shot eyeshadow because it's a much warmer palette than the Cali Contour. So there's like these bright blushes in here, and the bronzer and the contour I think are a little bit deeper. This is a little bit more golden than the Cali Contour. The Cali Contour is definitely much more neutral. So let me just go ahead and swatch these. So these are the 2 highlights, and then these are the 2 blushes. And I'll swatch them underneath the Guerlain. Wow, how pretty. Aren't they nice? Really, really bright. This is great, I think, for late summer. I think they timed this release really well. And then here are the 2 bronzers slash contours. Here's the lighter one, darker one. And here they are swatched. This one I think is much too deep for me, but I used this at Risa's house, and with a light hand, it looked fine on my skin tone. So those are the bronzers, the blushes, and the 2 highlights. And then I picked up the Dose of Colors I Love Surratt collab. So I picked up 2 of the glosses, And I think she came out with 4 liquid lipsticks in the line. I'm not a liquid lipstick fan, so I just kind of passed on all those. I purchased both of the highlighters and I got the eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette, I think you guys have probably seen a gazillion videos on this, so I'm not going to ramble too long about all this stuff. But here is the eyeshadow palette. It has like 2 shimmers, 2 glittery colors, and 2 mattes. I just really like the size and the layout of this palette. I love like the 6 shadows. I think it's just really like well edited. I love this size. It's like very, very manageable for me. And I like the colors in here. These 2 colors, these 2 like turquoise and black glitter shades are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I used them both when I was at Reese's house and they just, oh my gosh, they're just absolutely stunning. I'm thinking it's a little bit too late for me to do a video on this, but if you want me to do a look with this eyeshadow palette, just let me know down below. I would like to do that. I'm thinking about doing a series on my channel that, I don't know, I haven't really thought of the proper name for it, but something like out of my comfort zone, like just doing looks that are really not something that I would consider very me. But I think if you want to get better at makeup, get better at anything, you really have to kind of push yourself and work outside of your comfort zone. So I was thinking about doing that, and I think this palette would be great for that because those 2 colors are not very me, especially the turquoise. I feel like I would use a black, I would do a smoky eye, but to use that much color isn't really kind of in my comfort zone. So let me know what you guys think about doing a series like that. I have like a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I always kind of stay safe with, and I would like to kind of branch out a little bit. And I think if I started a series of some sort, it would help motivate me. So anyway, let me know down below in the comment section what you think about that. So here is one of the highlighters. This is Bathe, and this one is a little bit pinkier than the other. These are incredibly, incredibly soft. Look at that shine. It is intense to say the least. And here is a swatch of that. These powders are so soft. They're almost like a cream powder. Really beautiful. I like this as a blush topper. Even though it's super intense, I'd probably just, I don't know, maybe I'll pat some on my cheeks now. And then the other highlight is Soulmate. And this one unfortunately came cracked, but because this powder is so soft, it's actually getting worse. I think I need to put some alcohol in here, but I'm just gonna hold it up like this. I hope you guys can see that. You can see all the cracks in there, but I don't know, I was pressing it down with my finger. I don't think I'm pressing it hard enough. This one is more golden in tone. Isn't that beautiful? Let me just lay this down carefully so it doesn't get worse. God, that shine is intense, huh? Beautiful. And then here are the 2 glosses that I got. There is Barely There, which is just a really beautiful nude color. It's a little bit light for me, but I think if I layer it, it'll be fine. Swatch it there. Isn't that pretty? I don't actually have any lip color on at the moment because I actually want to do some lip swatches of some PR stuff that I got. So anyway, this is Barely There. And then the other one is, I thought at first it was Brillo. And I thought that's I was thinking like a Brillo pad. I thought that was a really weird name, especially for a gloss. And then I realized, I think Karen, I Love Sari, is Latina. And Brio, it means bright, or actually it's a noun, so it means like brightness. So this is Brio. So this is a fun glittery kind of top coat shade. Can you guys see that at all? Oh, there we go. It's so pretty. It's one of those glosses that has kind of like a satin shine to it, so it's not like super wet looking. It looks a little bit more vinyl looking. I just love it. And the caps on these are like that rubberized soft touch. So mine is getting grubby already, but it really feels good in the hand. So those are all the items that I got at Ulta. I picked up one thing at Sephora, and that's the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. I haven't even had a chance to play with this, but this is another palette I was thinking I could use in my like out of my comfort zone series because, you know, these of course I would use all the time, but these two shadows are definitely very bright and deep and dark for me. So again, let me know if that sounds like a good idea to you guys. Let me wipe off these swatches so I can swatch this little Lila palette for you. Oh my god, that highlighter got everywhere. I really need to press that down. All right, so let me go ahead and swatch these for you. Here are the first 3 colors. Wow, look at that one. Amazing. These feel very soft, but I have to say the mattes didn't feel quite as creamy as I remember Natasha Denona shadows to be, but they look super pigmented and smooth. They were definitely very soft and very smooth. They just didn't feel like in the regular Lila palette. Those feel almost like cream when you touch them. Oh, this last one felt a little bit creamier, this kind of nude color. So those are the last 2 colors. So the first 3. So there is the Lila palette. And then I just wanted to share with you some stuff that I got in PR. So this brand, which I've seen a lot on YouTube, this is Teamy Blends, and they do a lot of teas, and they also have started to get into skincare that is like green tea based. So they reached out to me and they actually wanted to send me some tea, and I am not a huge tea drinker. It's just not really my thing. So I told them, you know, no, it wouldn't really make sense to me. I don't really drink tea. And so they said, well, how about a mask? And so I thought, sure, you know, I'm always open to trying out some skincare. So they sent me this Detox Mask, and I read up a little bit on it on their website, and it said it was for dry, sensitive skin, but it is kind of like clay based. And I also noticed in its ingredients, the 3rd ingredient is kaolin clay, and I am pretty sure I have a sensitivity to kaolin clay, that if I use it too often or if it's too intense, my eczema will come out because it really kind of like dries your skin out. I thought, let me use it around my oilier areas, and I happen to use it when I was premenstrual also. So when I'm PMSing, my oilier areas become very oily, especially around my nose, and that's when I'll go ahead and use a clay mask like this one. So this is, again, the Detox Mask, and the first thing that struck me was how amazing it smells. It just smells so clean. It smells like there's lemongrass in here, so it really just kind of smells like this mixture of green tea and lemongrass. It's so fresh. I mean, I was like, yes, like I was putting it on my face, and I had sometimes, like, if something doesn't smell that great, you know, I'm kind of like, I'm a little daintier with it, especially around my nose. But this smells so good. I really just piled it on around my nose and around my chin. And sometimes I'll get like, you know, just little, you guys know, during PMS, it's like, I don't even know what to call them. It's just like craziness happens. And usually, without a doubt, I will get those little itty bitty, like they're like clogged pores. They sometimes reach the point of being like a whitehead, but they're always around my nostrils, kind of down here, around this curvature here where a lot of my oil ends up sitting. And so I'll get like, yeah, like kind of like raised bumps. Sometimes they turn into whiteheads, sometimes they don't. But I expect them every single month. They come in while I'm PMSing all the time. I end up like picking at them because they're these little bumps. I get like red irritation. I put this on and I didn't get any red bumps this time. Now, I don't know if it's fully because of this mask, because this was the only time I used it, but I put this on my nose. I left it on for about 10-15 minutes. It was, for my skin, which is on the drier side, it was incredibly drying. I don't think I could ever use this all over my face. I just don't think it would work for my skin type. But if you really want to kind of draw out impurities, this did an amazing job. I didn't get any of those annoying bumps around my nose. It was awesome. And so my husband has more combo skin. He is definitely much more like normal and then oily in his T-zone. And he's been having issues with like kind of breakouts in his like beard area. So I told him, I was like, look, I think you should try this because it worked around my nose. I'm not going to put it on the rest of my face. And I was like, and I want to report back to you guys, someone with a different skin type, what their experience was with this mask. So he put this on. He tried it for 2 weekends in a row. So he did it one Saturday and then the next Saturday, and he loved it. He was like, wow, this smells great. I was like, yes, doesn't it smell great? So he loved the scent, and he just put it, you know, right. The first Saturday he put it all over, and he did feel like he probably didn't need it like in his normal areas. And then the second Saturday he put it along his T-zone and then all along his beard. And he's like, I think this is great. He's like, I actually feel like I see a difference. I feel like I'm not breaking out quite as much. His skin has been improving because he's been using all these different products that I've been trying to introduce him to, some Sunday Riley stuff that I think I've talked about on the channel. He's like, I just feel like my skin like just feels like really, really clean. And I said, does it feel tight? And he was like, no, it doesn't feel tight. He's like, it just feels refreshed. That's the word he used. He's like, I feel like my skin just feels really, really refreshed after this. So anyway, that's been my experience with this Teami Detox Mask. When they sent this to me, they were really kind enough to give me a code for you guys. If you're interested in going onto the Teami site to check out this mask or any of their products, you get, it's either 10, I can't remember. It's either 10 or 15% off, but I'll put all the information down below in my description box. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. They seem like a really cool brand. And I was like, you know, communicating back and forth with the woman that I've been talking to at Teami. And I just, you know, I told her, I was like, you know, look, I think my skin is just like too dry for this. She even gave me some tips. She was like, you know, you can add water to the mask, basically to kind of like dilute it a little bit so that it's not so potent, and put it all over your face. I'm just so paranoid about my eczema coming back because if you guys know, once you get eczema, it's pretty hard for it to kind of like recede without using some serious stuff. But she was like super helpful, and you know, she wasn't like pushing anything on me. She just said, well, you know, she just said, well, just let your viewers know what your experience is. You know, that's the information that they're trying to get out. So I really appreciated that. I also got a bunch of stuff from Face Stockholm. Now, this is not a makeup brand that is very popular anymore. At least I don't think so, or at least not in the States. They could be over in Europe, but I want to say in the late 90s, Face Stockholm was like huge. They had a boutique in Soho. It was right on Prince Street, around Green Street, around that intersection. And I don't know why, but I feel like I associate them with really light pastel nail polish. I feel like they were one of the first ones to come out with that. I could totally be making that up. If you guys are like around my age and you remember Face Stockholm from like the OG, like original kind of heyday when they first became popular here, let me know. But anyway, I was at a point where I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup, and but I had friends that were, and I remember going into that boutique, and it was very, you know, Scandinavian. It had a very clean appeal and look to it. And anyway, they reached out and said, you know, pick out some products. We would love for you to try them. So I was like, oh my God, Face Stockholm, like what a blast from the past. So I picked out a few things. I did get this Smart Face Nude Color Wheel, a sheer wash of color for eyes, lips, and cheeks. And this is what it looks like. So there's 4 different products in here. It's one pan, it's like split, and the top screws off, and this color wheel. Isn't that cool? Ooh, this one is like a pretty kind of like tinted balm. These are so soft. This is like a nude color. I think this would be really pretty on the lips. This one is a lot more shimmery. Ooh, that's pretty. And then this one is like a highlight. Ooh, that one's pretty. Wonder what that one looks like. Ooh, that is very pigmented. Let's see if I can blend that out. That is, I mean, I already had some highlighter down, but that really just amped it up. And this like nude color lip thing that I just tried feels really nice on the lips. I also got, wow, not sure how to pronounce that, but this is in the color Charmeuse. I think this is a cream eyeshadow. That's what this is. So this is a cream eyeshadow. It comes in a little jar like this with a cap, and I got color Charmeuse, and it's hard for me to even get my finger in here, but that is the color. Oh, how pretty. And then, of course, I also got a highlighter. Oh, this is also cream. Oh, look at that. It has like a little bit of like a duochrome effect. Ooh, that's nice. This is color Sympathy. It's like a peachy gold. Ooh, I think I have some old swatches that aren't coming off easily. Let me swatch it over here. Here we go. So this is the cream highlighter in Sympathy, right? Yeah, Sympathy. What is this magic wand? Oh, it's like, I guess it's like a concealer wand. That probably won't even swatch well, so I'm not even gonna bother, but I want to test that out. So, magic wand, I got it in the shade 2. And then a matte lip gloss. And this is in color Snyggg, Snyggg, I think is how you pronounce it. Ooh, this is pretty. This looks like a great nude. Ooh, wow. I love that color. It's a little bit on the cool side. It's very beigey. So that's it from Face Stockholm. Thanks to everyone over there that sent me over this amazing stuff. I'm so excited to play with this. Also, thank you to Teamy. I don't think I actually thanked them, but thank you so much to Teamy for sending me over that detox mask. I'm going to go ahead and open what just came. So this one is actually from Octoly, and I need scissors. So I just showed you those Nest re-diffusers and how it came in that set with grapefruit, and how the grapefruit to me smelled a little bit more peach than grapefruit. Nest had on their, not re-diffusers, but I think this is a new sort of home fragrance system. This is what they're calling the liquidless diffuser. So this is new to the Nest line, and they were offering it in the scent Sicilian Tangerine, and I was like, ooh, maybe that's like the citrusy scent that I wanted. So here's the box. Oh, okay. So what they've done is they've infused these sticks with the scent. They give you this really great, I don't know, I want to call it a vase, but it's to hold your sticks. Yeah, I'm really getting into these like flameless home fragrance options, because I mean, seriously, I can be such a dodo head. I will literally walk out of the house with candles lit in my house and forget about them. So they look like one of those liquid diffusers, but it's dry. So that's pretty cool too, because the other day I almost tipped over one of those diffusers, which would have been disastrous, having all of that fragrance kind of spilled everywhere. But okay, this is definitely much more citrusy, but it is also very, very sweet. This is so great. Thank you so much, Nest, for sending this over. This is wonderful. And for such a spaz like me, I think this could be my answer. This could definitely be my answer to not tipping over liquid diffusers and not setting my house on fire. Okay, last but not least, and I hope you guys have stuck with me because I was so excited about this PR package. I really got emotional, and I don't really get emotional. And I sat down. So I got this box and I saw who it was from, and I was like, oh geez, I don't remember ordering anything from them. That's not the first time that's happened. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I opened it up and I was like, wait, what is this? And there was a card inside, and it says, Michelle, hope you enjoy my sweet kisses, Pat. So I got a package from Pat McGrath. I like literally was like frozen. I didn't know what to do. I was like, this has got to be a mistake. I should really let them know they got the wrong Michelle. Like, I just went through this whole thing. I was really blown away. So they sent over this box, and because I'm such a Pat McGrath fan, I have a lot of the stuff that they sent over, which is totally fine. But I'm going to put a lot of this stuff in a giveaway for you guys. So I got all 3 of the Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo sticks, those double-ended sticks. So I got all 3 of those. So that will go into the giveaway. And they also sent over 3 lip liners. And I definitely have one of them, Manhattan, which is one of my favorite lip liners. It's just like this dark brown. It's like the perfect grungy lip liner. So this is going to go in the giveaway. And then they also sent over Major and Buff. And I don't think I have either of these. Major is, if I remember correctly, like a really bright, like just solid red, primary red color. Yeah, so it's like more of like a bluish red color. That's Major. That's beautiful. And then Buff, yeah, I don't think I have Buff because I think this is on the pinkier side, and I don't wear a lot of like super pinky lipsticks. So you know what, I'm not going to swatch this, but you guys will be able to see this color. I'm going to have to dig through my collection just to make sure I don't have this. She also sent over 3 of the new Matte Trance lipsticks. Now, I didn't get any of them because I love her lipsticks. I love them all. Luxe Trance, Matte Trance. But I just don't wear matte lipsticks that often. So I kind of passed on them. I got the original 9 that she released, her first lipstick release. But that is not to say I have not been completely tempted by them. So I'm so excited to be trying these out, and that's what I've been saving my lips for. So she sent over Christy, Elson 2, and Guinevere. So Elson 2, if it's anything like Elson, is going to be a very bright red. Oh God, this looks great. Oh my gosh, it's a little bit more orange than I remember Elson to be. Oof, look at that. You cannot get this color payoff with any other lipstick. That is Elson. Maybe I'll put that on. Here is Guinevere. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the packaging, but I love it. Here is Guinevere. Ooh, this is a beautiful, like deep, neutral, rosy color. Ooh, that's nice. That is a very like sophisticated, I feel like cocktail party kind of color. That is beautiful. So that is Guinevere. That is a perfect fall color for me. And then Christy, I think, if I remember the pictures properly, is more of a soft pink. Isn't that pretty? That is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna try Christy. I know that's the least daring of the 3. There is Christy. I think it may be a little bit too peachy tone for me, a little bit too warm. Colors like this tend to make my skin look a little bit washed out. So I'm gonna wipe this off and maybe try Elson 2. Oh, I love this color. This is like the perfect red for me. It's just a little bit orange. It's like a tomato red. But while we're at it, since we've already done 2, let's go ahead and just try on Guinevere. All right, there is Guinevere. I feel like it's brighter on my lips than it is in this swatch, but that is really, really pretty. So anyway, a huge, huge thank you to Pat McGrath for sending over this stuff to me. I am, like I said, I'm just completely floored, and I'm so flattered that they would even know who I was. Amazing, amazing. So thanks again. So that is it for this haul video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I will see you in my next video.